Hi there, everyone, and welcome to Paper Wishes weekly webisodes. I'm Sarah Newman, and I'm so happy you're joining me for this episode of Saturday with Sarah. Today, I'm excited to show you this big box of stunning washi tapes featuring gorgeous nature-themed patterns. So inside this beautiful, sturdy storage box, you have 37 washi rolls in a variety of widths and patterns. Now, also really useful, included in the box is a swatch sheet that shows you each of the patterns and how they have been grouped into some color coordinating families. And this makes it really easy for you to find just the right washi design for your project. Now, one thing you may be noticing, something I realized too, is how perfectly the washi tapes go with the Golden Botanical cardstock collection from Paper Wishes. So these are the pattern papers that I'm going to be using through today's webisode. I'm also going to use the matching solid cardstock, and of course I have some other fun accents to include too, like this gold metallic cardstock. Now, I thought it would be really fun for us to take a closer look at each of the designs in the washi tape collection. So I've made some swatches for us to look at today. Now, you can see here the widths are going to vary. You've got some very narrow strips, like this one is a bit smaller than a 1/4 inch wide. You can see this one going across here. And then we've also got some of the large ones too. So this is about 3 inches wide, this top piece here. Each roll is 3 meters long, so over 9 feet. And when I angle this, you can see that we've got some metallic accenting on here, and you'll find this throughout some of the other designs too, like this beautiful floral up here at the top. Now, of course, you've got your florals. You've also got some nicely coordinating text patterns in here as well. We've got some sheet music down here at the bottom. Beautiful butterflies. I love those. Here's another one of the really wide designs, as well as some very nice coordinating geometrics. And here is our last swatch. Again, we've got some beautiful wide designs and some narrower pieces here, including a solid, which will really come in handy. So these are the washi tapes. Now, washi tape is a lot of fun to work with. It's a durable, repositionable washi paper. The tapes tear easily and they don't leave a sticky residue. They are a lot of fun to use as backgrounds and accent pieces and super simple to use. And we'll take a look at some ways that you can incorporate them into your paper crafts today. As you can see, we have a lot of beautiful things to play with. I'm really glad that you're here, and I'm so excited to explore the possibilities with you. So come play with us. Let's start with this card, which uses one of the widest of the washi rolls as a pattern paper, die cut with a simple square die and then layered up onto the matching scallop die to create a focal. So here I've first placed the washi tape onto a solid, lightly colored cardstock, and this is important to do before you do any die cutting. Now, the cardstock I'm using in today's webisode is from the Golden Botanicals cardstock set, and this is the color that I've used to apply my washi tape. And so what I've done is simply place that onto my cardstock, and then I'm ready to go. Now, this is the design that I'm working with. So you can see it's quite wide. It's 2 3/4 inches. And you've got lots of beautiful elements in here. So some florals, butterflies, you've got the script as well. And of course, you've also got some of that gorgeous metallic foiling on here. So this is a really easy process to do. I'm just going to bring in a piece of plain white cardstock. With your washi tape rolls, all you need to do is just pull off as much as you want. And of course, you can also take a look and see which section of this overall design you want to use. Now, what I recommend, rather than trying to stick it down as you're unrolling, I find that that is a little bit awkward for me. So I like to simply pull off the piece that I'm going to use and then have it trimmed off before I stick it down. So this, to me, just gives me a little bit more control over something that is sticky. And I'm just going to place this down, kind of working from one short end. And then if you have a bone folder on hand, this can be really useful in smoothing down that washi tape so you don't have any wrinkles in there. You can smooth it down with your fingers, and then you are ready to go. Now with my original card, I've also added in top and bottom 2 pieces of this geometric design. Now because this is a narrower pattern or narrower tape, you can simply pull this off and tack it down and even just tear off the ends. So the narrower tapes are a little bit easier to manage. And once I've got that positioned down, I can take my cutting die, place this down wherever I want this to go, secure it down with a little bit of low tack tape, and I use the one from Hunky Dory, and then run it through your die cutting machine. So here I've got the 3 1/4 inch square die. Now this is from the Square and Scallop die set, one of my favorites from hot off the press. And I've mounted this up on some foam tape and then positioned it onto the coordinating scallop die. So this has been die cut, of course, with that gorgeous metallic gold. And I just really like how everything is coordinating together with the metallic hints in the washi tape and then this glitter cardstock. I've also used it to mat behind my pattern paper, which I think is an absolutely stunning design. And then simply glued this onto the front of my plain white card, allowing some of that white to show around the outside edges and kind of keep things bright here with my focal element. And then I've also got a little black bow tied in some ribbon. This is measuring 1/8 of an inch wide. And then I've also got a script dazzle down at the bottom. Now also with the script dazzles, not only do you get those beautiful sentiments, you've also got some extra little accent pieces, so some flowers and also the hearts. And so I like using those hearts in various areas of my card as well. So that's what I've got going on the front of the card. And then for the card inside, I have some more of this beautiful pattern paper. I think this is just so elegant. And I have a simple strip of gold cardstock just trimmed here and accenting the edge of my pattern paper. And then I've got another strip of washi tape here. This one is like a vintage ledger. It's got some postmarks on it, as well as some script and some text back here. I thought this just made a really nice finishing touch to the inside of the card. And then on the other side, I've got some more script dazzle sentiments, as well as another little heart accent piece on there as well. Another easy way to use washi tapes is to create borders on either solid or patterned papers. So on this card, I've added 3 strips of washi tape on top of this beautiful and subtly patterned paper, creating a background for my butterfly focal. So these are the tapes that I used. I've got this gorgeous butterfly background here, and then I also have the music note design. So these 2 are the ones that I've used right on top of this gorgeous patterned background paper. Now, one thing to keep in mind with your washi tapes is that they are slightly translucent. Even this one here that's got a green background on it, I think you may be able to see my hands underneath here. So what that means is whatever color of cardstock or pattern paper you're placing these on will have an impact on the overall look of your tape. So for example, this is applied right onto plain white cardstock, and this is on that patterned background paper. And if I put the 2 of them side by side, I think you can see the difference between that bright white underneath, which kind of lightens everything, and the darker of the green, which is going to enhance the green of the background. So a couple of other examples I wanted to show you too. I'm taking that same tape and put it onto kind of a mustard colored cardstock. So again, you can see the difference there. And then on something even darker with the rust colored cardstock. So you're able to get a really nice variety of different looks, just simply depending on what surface or what color surface you put your tape onto. So for my card background here, I've trimmed this portion down to leave a little bit of a border down here at the bottom, and I've covered the front of my card with this taupe color of cardstock. I've also added in here some strips of the gold metallic cardstock, just top and bottom, to add a little bit of shine on there. For my focal, I've die cut the butterfly, and this comes from the Butterflies and Hearts die set. So you've got a variety of butterflies in here, most notably this large butterfly design with the silhouette as well as the detail in here. And then you've got some smaller ones as well as some swirls and of course those hearts on there too. Now for my butterfly here, I've also added some accents just in the center of the butterfly body, and these are gold caviar beads. Now gold caviar beads are 2mm no-hole beads which can easily be glued with some of the Cosmic Shimmer acrylic glue. Now these beads do also come in some other colors, so if you like the gold, you may like the other colors as well. They're a lot of fun to add to a project and easy too. So let's take a look here. I'm going to move aside my card, and I've got my butterfly, and she's in a shallow plastic container, and that's going to help me keep control of my beads here before they roll away. Now I've got some of my Cosmic Shimmer acrylic glue in a smaller bottle with this precision applicator, and I'm just going to put a little bit of the glue here in the butterfly center, wherever I want my beads to go. And then, kind of like a glitter or embossing powder, all you need to do is put a little bit on top. Don't worry about any waste on this, because whatever isn't sticking to my glue can simply be put back into the jar. So I know that I've got my beads in the gluey center there, and I'm just going to take something like a clear acrylic block and place it on top there until that glue dries. And when it does, I will have my accent piece just like so. And then I can kind of shake off the rest of those beads and return them back to the bag, and I'm ready to use them for another project. So I think it just adds a nice touch on here, a little bit of extra dimension and some shine, which works nicely with the metallic foiling in the washi tape, and then of course that metallic gold cardstock there too. Now I've also got some swirls here. These are also from the die set. And another fun thing that I really like to point out, I'll show you the dies again. So you've got two swirls right here, and then you've also got two smaller heart shapes. Now what you can do with those heart shapes is put them into the swirls just as accents to kind of fill out some of those smaller areas. And then you'll also have the leftover, the waste, if you will, from that same die shape, and I think you could do something fun with that too. So I've added my swirls around on the butterfly here, got some gold metallic accents on those hearts as well. Then for the card inside, I've got another piece of the washi tape, and I've just torn one end here and placed it right down onto the card inside. And I really like this design. It creates a nice kind of a border, a field of flowers for my other butterfly die cut piece. We've got some more hearts and some swirls from that Script Dazzle set. And of course, I've got my message here right on the front of my card as well. With this card, we have some die cut washi tape, we have a border of washi tape, and we have some fussy cut washi tape elements all together. So let's take a closer look, and we can start at the bottom of the card and kind of work our way up. So first, I've covered my card front with the blue cardstock from the Golden Botanicals set. Then I've trimmed down this patterned paper and matted it onto green from the cardstock set. I glued this to the front of the card and then added a border in between. So the border is this floral design here. And this washi tape has been backed onto a yellow cardstock and then simply placed across the card. So dividing those two sections of the design. Now the layered focal is made using the 8 labels die set. So this die set here. And the two shapes that I'm using are these two right here. So they nest together beautifully. And I've die cut the bottom portion with this kind of mustard colored cardstock. And then I have the smaller portion die cut from this washi tape design. I love this one. It's got those beautiful botanicals. It's also got the postmarks in there too. Some really pretty script as the background. So I've simply Die cut that as we've seen before, and then those are layered up on some foam tape and foam taped onto the front of the card as well. Now the butterfly here is from the Jewel Butterflies collection of acetate designs. And these are all die cut pieces. They pop right out and they can be glued using using a glue stick or the Cosmic Shimmer acrylic glue. But you've got some really beautiful designs in there, and I think these are also just really pretty accents and perfect to go along with our washi tapes today. So I've got my butterfly glued in here, and then I've also got at the bottom and the top of my focal, I've got some of these postmark images from this large portion of washi tape. So to do this, all you need to do is adhere some of that washi tape onto your cardstock, grab your scissors and trim around the outside edge, and you've got your postmarks ready to add to the front or the inside of your card. And you can of course simply glue them down, but I've got mine popped up on foam tape here. Then down at the bottom, I've got some more dazzles, this time in gold metallic. And I think this just comes together really nicely. I like having all of the different textures and some of the shine with those acetate butterflies. And then for my card inside, I have a full portion of this beautiful washi tape just simply placed on the inside of the card and then overlapped at the bottom with a green cardstock border matted onto yellow with another gold dazzle on here, plus a small collage of fussy cut postmark images. Our final project is a side pop-up design card, which is a lot of fun to create, really easy to do as well. And I'm using a die for this, so the side pop-up card die, and the die set has 2 metal pieces included. You have your card back and you have your card front. Of course, hot off the press, they always provide you with some project inspiration here on the front. And on the back of the storage package, you've also got another look at that card project, your written instructions, and then your folding diagram here. Now you'll notice this red portion right here. This is where we indicate that the extra sticky tape would be really good to use. This is something that we recommend for pretty much all folded cards that have a hinge or have a movable element there. That extra sticky tape is just really helpful. So super simple to put together. Let's have a look here. This is my card back, and then this is my card front. So that cutting die is going to give you your outside shape as well as the sort of stair step design that you've got here. And you've also got some score lines that you'll just need to follow along to fold up like so. And what I recommend you do is grab that bone folder and score those lines really nicely, and that'll give you a nice crisp look. Now for this back tab here, this is where that extra sticky tape is. And when you place that down, after you remove the liner, you'll take the back of your card and simply position this in line flush with the fold. So this will fold up like so, and then your card will come together like this. So when this is extended, it is slightly longer than the back, but when it's folded up, it is the same size, which means that this can fold up really easily. It can fold flat so that you can mail it, and then when the recipient has it on display, they will have this beautiful dimensional effect here. So for my card, I've die cut the front from patterned paper, and then I've die cut the inside from solid cardstock and then layered some patterned paper on top. You can see here I've got some strips of washi tape, and I want to show you this too, because this floral piece that I've got down at the bottom is this floral piece right here. So again, you can see how different the two of those look, whether it's on white cardstock or it's on a kind of a taupe colored patterned background. The background just really kind of goes into that patterned paper, so the flowers stand out really nicely. Now I've also got a solid piece on here and some of this harlequin pattern. I've got some script tape up here at the top. And I'm using for my focal, I've got a cutout from the Garden Botanicals pattern paper set, trimmed that down, matted it onto solid cardstock, and then I've added my script dazzle and another one of those beautiful acetate butterflies. And then when I open this up, you can see I've got some more tape going along this edge, and I've also got another one of the script dazzles and another little butterfly here on the inside too. So this is our final project of the day today. A big thank you to our friends at Ieebee for a gorgeous collection of washi tapes, which have been so much fun to use today. And a big thank you to you for joining me. We're really glad that you're here, and we're happy you're a part of the Paper Wishes family. Do feel free to leave a comment. We love to hear what you think. Each item can be purchased separately, and you can see them below. However, we've also bundled them into a creative money saver just for you. For the money saver, just see this webisode on paperwishes.com. And if you're watching us on YouTube, have a look in the description box below this video. You'll find a link that will take you to our Paper Wishes webisodes page, and you can see everything I just mentioned. If you enjoyed our video today, we'd really appreciate a thumbs up. It helps people to find our channel. And don't forget to subscribe. We create 3 to 5 videos each week, so there's always something fun to inspire your creative spirit.